watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC
Hopefully,
News Now.
our capital city doesn't start going backward.
DC can do better.
Tonight on DC News Now at 9, a young woman shot just over an hour into the new year. The heartbreak in the DMV and the hope for change in 2024.
And we're still dealing with some light rain showers across the region. We'll talk about when they come to an end and what to expect for your Tuesday, the second day of 2024.
A dog stolen during a burglary in D.C. The search tonight for Lola as police continue to warn about dog thefts.
With just days to go until the Virginia General Assembly meets, we're taking a look at the important laws they could consider when it comes to life in Northern Virginia.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 on WDVM. I'm Chris Flanagan. Thasmi Mahfouz is off tonight. And we start with developing news out of the district. Just moments into 2024, and the district already has at least 2 shootings. That includes a shooting in Northwest that killed an 18-year-old woman. This comes as D.C. police say there were at least 274 murders in 2023, a 35% increase over 2022. In total, violent crime was up 39%. Now to this year. In addition to that deadly shooting in Northwest, D.C. police tonight searching for a man involved in a shooting near the intersection of H and 13th Streets in Northeast. This happened around 2:30 this morning. No word on the condition of the victim at this hour, but we will, of course, bring the latest. It comes into our newsroom, both here on air and also online at dcnewsnow.com. Now to what may be the first murder in D.C. in 2024. Again, police tell us a woman was shot and killed at a hotel in Friendship Heights just 1 hour into the new year. The victim was 18 years old. A D.C. council member is saying Ashley Hines of Clinton, Maryland, was shot during a gathering at the Embassy Suites Hotel. That's on Military Road. That's right across the street from the Friendship Heights Metro Station. It's also right next to the Friendship Shopping Mall. Our Mariel Carbone reports.
This time for new beginnings, so it's sad to see that someone's life ended.
Fernando Madrigal and his family were staying at this Embassy Suites Hotel for New Year's Eve when they heard a commotion.
We heard what sounded like thunder.
The sound, gunfire.
There were cops, but we thought it was part of New Year's or something to that effect, but nothing this dramatic, this unfortunate.
Police say 18-year-old Ashley Hines was shot and killed just 1 hour into 2024. According to Councilmember Matt Fruman, Hines was at a party at the Friendship Heights Hotel when someone fired a gun. The homicide, a continuation of a troubling trend from 2023, with violent crime hitting record highs. The district ended the year with homicides up 35% compared to 2022. 274 people killed.
The crime is really baffling.
Jessica Haynes lives in neighboring Cleveland Park, recently returning to the district with her husband after living in New York City for a time.
We're shocked at the amount of sirens we hear all the time. You know, I follow the news and it seems like there's constant crime. I feel uncomfortable for my mom to come to visit.
She's hopeful 2024 can bring some changes.
I don't want to see this trend continue.
You know, we had serious conversations at breakfast. Are we going to come back here? So these are serious things families should ask themselves.
Well, police are offering a $25,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. Councilmember Matt Fruman plans to hold a public safety forum. That is set for January 17th at the Cleveland Park Library. And still ahead tonight, we have a deeper look at the rising crime we saw in 2023 across the district. At 9:30, Artosin Fakile breaks down the year-end crime data from D.C. police. Meanwhile, Prince George's County police also reporting their first few homicides of the year. The most recent happening around 4:30 this morning along Brinkley Road in Temple Hills. Officers say a man was shot, later died at the hospital. Another happened just before 4 a.m. on Blandford Drive in Fort Washington, where 2 men were shot. One was killed, others in the hospital right now. A third happened just before the new year, around 10:30 last night on Dunbar Oaks Drive in Capitol Heights. Police say a man was shot and killed there. No arrests have been made in any of these murders. And all new tonight, a dog was stolen during a burglary in the district, and police are asking for help in locating that pup. You can see here 7-month-old Lola on your screen. D.C. police are saying the 2 suspects knocked on the victim's door just before 7:30 last night on Atlantic Street in Southeast. When the victim answered the door, that's when police say they pushed their way into that home and assaulted the victim and stole Lola and took off. All right, well, Happy New Year from all of us here at DC News Now. A look now at celebrations from different parts of the world, including the UK, France, Italy, the Philippines, and Australia. Here in DC, certainly it was no different. People across the nation's capital gathering to celebrate the new year. And here's a look at one of those celebrations. This is at Sherman Circle. You can see all different scenes here from families just having fun with their own version of the ball dropping. People have welcomed the new year here for about 10 years now. The last 6 celebrations have featured an early start as the ball dropped at 7 p.m. All right, and in New York City, workers there, they were quick to clean up all that mess at Times Square as soon as the celebrations ended. According to our sister station in New York City, 1 million people showed up ready to party. And that, of course, means a major mess. Around 100,000 pounds of litter, confetti, and party hats. That, according to the NYC Department of Sanitation. About 200 workers used mechanical brooms, backpack blowers, you can see here, and 20 collection trucks for that job. And, you know, they have it down to a science there, Scott, don't they? They really do in New York City.
Absolutely. I was there years ago. Not in that vicinity, but close enough to...
What a way to bring it in. All right, Scott Sumner in for the Chief tonight, Janessa Webb. And, Scott, it's a little chilly out right now, but tomorrow's looking beautiful.
Yeah, you know, with some sunshine, it's amazing what you can do, right? Right now, though, Chris, we're looking at some showers, some light rain across the area over towards Burke and Oakton. Also across portions of I-66 and then down around the Manassas area, a little bit of shower activity, Lake Ridge, Dale City, Montclair, and now over towards portions of I-95. And not to be forgotten, we've got back here to the north and west of there, Brambleton, excuse me. I'm bumbling that name, but Brambleton. Then we've got a little bit off to the west at Ashburn, Brunswick. So this is what we're seeing. Again, the last gasp of shower activity a little further south and west in towards the Culpeper County region. We're also seeing along, let's say, Highway 17 and 15, some light shower activity. We widen out the view, and again, this is our entire viewing area. When I showed you this at 6 o'clock, Garrett County was under a winter weather advisory. They just dropped that about half an hour or so ago, so not expected to see really any more snow up that way. Whatever snow has fallen has done it, and is going to be up there and on the grassy surface. It's not expecting any snow here in the short term, but more snow for Garrett County coming up in the 7-day forecast. We'll show you that in a moment. And a future scan shows those showers continue to plow further south and to the west, as a matter of fact, going over the next hour or so. So we still have some spotty showers until the midnight hour. It'll be breezy. It'll dry through Wednesday with more light precipitation going in towards early Thursday morning. And again, we'll break it down with that 7-day forecast. Chris?
All right, Scott, thanks. We'll see you then. Meanwhile, there's a hypothermia alert right now in effect in D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is urging everyone check on unsheltered neighbors, seniors, and other vulnerable people. And if you see someone in need of a shelter, you can call the number here on your screen. That's 202-399-7093. And of course, always call 911 if there's an immediate safety risk. All right, turning now to Virginia. As we look ahead, what happens this year in the General Assembly has the potential to dramatically change the landscape of Northern Virginia. Our Max Marcilla breaks down what lawmakers will have to consider in the coming weeks and the potential strategies for both Democrats and the Republican governor, Glenn Youngkin.
In just over a week, Virginia's capital will be the talk of the Commonwealth as the newly elected Democratic majority gets to work with potential major changes to the Commonwealth and specifically Northern Virginia up for debate.
This is an extraordinary opportunity for Virginians.
The governor and many others are pushing for the approval of a plan to bring an arena and entertainment center to Potomac Yard, bringing the Caps and Wizards from D.C. to Alexandria. But that's not the only potential game changer in the region. Senator Dave Marsden is expected to reintroduce a bill that would allow Fairfax County to build a casino should its residents vote in favor of such a plan. The proposal has both support from people who see it as a funding opportunity and disapproval from those who say areas near the Silver Line should be reserved for other priorities. Then there's the debate over whether to eliminate the car tax.
The car tax belongs in the trash can.
Taxes are things that we use to pay for things. In this case, it pays for our schools.
The back and forth is a theme for the session, with Democrats in control control of the House and Senate and a Republican governor overseeing the Commonwealth.
There's no incentive for Democrats to hold back on any of their policy priorities.
Those priorities include a constitutional amendment to protect abortion rights, banning the selling of assault weapons, and raising the minimum wage, all of which were among the first bills Democrats introduced late last year. Meanwhile, Republicans have put forward a measure to repeal Virginia's Clean Cars law. There are some areas of compromise, namely around teacher pay. Also, another one could be Fairfax County Delegate Dan Helmer's measure to end legacy admissions at colleges. Reporting in Northern Virginia, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Well, meanwhile, in Maryland, a ban on plastic bags is now in effect in Frederick. The city is encouraging shoppers to bring their own reusable bags when they go shopping, and retailers can sell reusable bags, but no retailers be allowed to sell plastic bags with some exceptions. The city says it's all part of an initiative to reduce waste and pollution.
It's not going to hurt us to bring a bag with us, right? You carry bags. Most women carry a purse. A brother grab a bag. So I think it's a great thing.
I love plastic bags. I have lots of uses for them, and so I'm not too happy about it.
Well, that ban applies to grocery stores, restaurants, pharmacies, liquor stores, and convenience stores. And starting tomorrow, a similar law starts in Prince George's County. The county's Better Bag Bill bans all grocery stores, retail stores, and restaurants from providing single-use plastic bags. Customers can purchase bags for 10 cents if you're shopping in bulk or buying things like frozen meats or flowers.